Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm playing along with the game of Clue over on Ginger's Corner. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be playing along with a fun challenge game based off of the board game Clue and hosted by Ginger over on Ginger's Corner. There's a giveaway that goes along with this challenge, so if you want to participate and you can find all of the rules to the giveaway in Ginger's intro video in the collaborative playlist below in the description box, where you can watch some of Ginger's friends play along with her and the game throughout the month of August. To play along, you will need to be a member of the Facebook group as well, which you will also be able to find a link to that in the description of this video. All right, well, let's get started. So today for our layout, we are going to roll the dice and match up our dice rolls with our chart and make a list of the things that we need. Okay, so my suspect today is number 2, Colonel Mustard. Okay, and then our implement is going to be the candlestick. And our location will be the billiard room. Okay, so back up to Colonel Mustard. Let's see what Colonel Mustard is going to ask us to put on our layout. And we got a 6, and it says any yellow embellishment. Okay, and then we're going to go to candlestick, which is down here. And we got a 2, so we're going to make a summer page. And then we are going to our location, which is number 2 up here. And we rolled a 3, so 1, 2, 3. We need a wooden embellishment. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is to pause the camera and make sure that I have gathered all of the things that I need for my layout, and then I'll pop back in and show you what I found. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I came up with. So for our suspect, we have Colonel Mustard, and he says any yellow embellishment. So I pulled out a sticker book that has a ton of yellow options in it. I also pulled out some enamel stars that have yellow, and this sun was really what I was thinking for my yellow embellishment. I think that will go nicely. I'm also going to try to get this on there. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll see, because we were out for a stroll. She's in her little stroller. And then we also have like a popsicle sunglasses option, and I think there's a yellow heart on that side. So lots of yellow embellishment options. It said summer page, and I was a bit worried when I rolled that because I thought I had scrapbooked all of her summer photos already, but these ones were left over from the Speedy Scrapbooking Challenge in July. If you watched my intro video to that, these were some of the photos that I had printed to go with this sketch here. I never did get to them in July, but I still want to scrapbook them, and I think I'm still going to go ahead and use Mallory's sketch. So that's working out pretty nicely. I was glad to see that that was still there as an option. Because I'm really trying to stick to that, trying to finish up those 2021 photos. And then for the billiard room, wooden embellishments, I pulled some wood clouds because I thought they would go nicely with my yellow sun. So I'm going to work with those things. Now, before I turn off the camera, I just thought I would show you how I envision putting together this layout because it has some interesting angles, and I know it was kind of a big talking point in some of the other videos, so I wanted to just show how I saw it as really simple and quick and easy. So what I did was I had this diagonal stripe. I sliced it in half from corner to corner. Now to do that, I drew a line. I put my 18-inch ruler on there, drew a line from corner to corner, used my scissors, cut it, and then I'm just going to turn this the other way. So it's the same paper, but it's back to back, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to put some adhesive onto my background here. This white piece that you see in the background is not like a heavy cardstock or anything. It's just one of those sheets that you pull out of the page protectors that you get sometimes with your albums. So I have a whole little don't know what you call that. It's like a magazine rack, but for 12 by 12 papers, full of these little sheets from the albums. And I like to use them for stuff like this when I'm just going to cover everything up and I'm not going to be able to see what's in behind there. It's also a good place to put if you have a paper pad with some papers in it that you're not really fond of. Instead of recycling them, cover them up. So that's how that's going to go. Okay, so that's the first part. So if you see how Mallory had the blue and the green here with the line up the corner, that's how I envisioned that. And then this one, I just thought, well, I'm going to just lay this on here and I'm going to see how I think that's going to go. And then I'm just going to grab my trimmer. I'm just going to cut off the corner of it, I think. And then that's whatever I get, that's what it's going to be. So that's how high tech I am. Whatever it is, that's what it's going to be. Okay, there we go. So then that's going to go up here. And that's how simple it is to put together this really dynamic and interesting background. I'm just going to ink everything today in what's this called? Iced Spruce Distress ink. It's kind of my go-to for like bright multicolors because it just tones things down a little bit and gives everything a little bit of an edge and a shadow without giving too much like distraction, or it doesn't detract from the bright colors. Kind of just works with them. So then I'm just going to put that up in the top corner. And there we go. That's how I put together the base of that layout. So from there, I'm just going to pause the camera and I'm going to put everything else on here, and I will come back and show you how I used the things from the game. All right, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the layout that I came up with, and I followed all of the rules of the rolls that I did. So I got Colonel Mustard 6, any yellow embellishment, so I used a yellow sun, and then I rolled another 6 down here, which was the candlestick and a summer page. My date is August 13th, 2021, so that indicates it's summer. I also put summertime in my title. And then in the location was in the billiard room, which brought us to a wooden embellishment, and I put 2 wood veneer clouds onto my layout. So that met the criteria. Again, here is the beautiful sketch from Mallory that I used today. And I just wanted to show that, like, on camera, it kind of looks like you can't see the title, but when you look at it in real life, or I put it up closer to the camera, you can see that it stands out quite well because it's like a foam sticker. It just looks weird in 2 dimensions, the way that it is on there. And then I just wanted to talk a little bit about when I put this into the Facebook group in the album, I am going to put in the comments exactly this. So I'm going to write suspect, Colonel Mustard, and I'm going to put the number I rolled. Suspect, 2, Colonel Mustard, 6, any yellow embellishment, and then I'm going to write what my embellishment was, yellow sun die cut. Then my implement was a candlestick. I rolled a 6 for candlestick. I rolled a 2 for a summer page, and the date indicates that it was summer, August 2021. So I'll write that in there. And then the location was, I rolled a 2. We were in the billiard room, and then I rolled a 3. So we got a wooden embellishment, which means wood veneer clouds count for my wood embellishment. So that just helps the ladies who are looking at it to decide whether it goes into the draw, to be able to just quickly see what you put on there. And also it just helps other people who are looking at the album to see where your things are that you rolled as well. And then if you're just wanting to join along and play, be sure to join in Ginger's Corner Facebook group and make sure that you answer all of the questions so that the captains know that you're not a robot and they let you in. So we just need to know that you are in fact a scrapbooker and where you're from. We don't need your exact address, just country is fine. Which country do you live in? And then if you go into the Facebook group and you want that list that I've been using, this list you can find under the Files tab in the Facebook group. So it's 2 pages. This has the rules. This has the, suspect implement and crime scene location on it. And then this one is the further rolling to decide what goes on your page. You can find that in the Files tab. And then if you go into the Albums section of the Facebook group, you will find an album specifically for this. That's where you want to put your layouts, and that's where you want to put a comment on your layout that says all of these things. Okay. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.